it's a cold wind, and we're parked down in Yorkshire today in a place called Grimwith Reservoir. Not the type of place I would possibly choose to come, but we have got another YouTube meetup. So as well as myself, we've got Kim and Paul from Wandering with Watto. We've got Andy from Out and About with Andy. We've got Nick and Jill from Generation Explorers and Experiences, and we've got Yasmin from Yasmin's Hiking Mission. I'll put a link to all of them down in the description. If you haven't already checked them out, go over and have a look. I'm sure, just like me, you'll enjoy the content as well. And we're going to do a nice 4.5 mile loop all the way around the reservoir. We'll have a good time, we'll have a good laugh. How are you liking it? How are you liking it?
Loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it like that.
Afterwards, I think we're going to go into the little village of Grassington and maybe have a walk down to Lindon Falls. Either way, why not come along with us? It should be a really good day. You alright, Chief?
Good morning, sir.
How are you?
How are we? How are you,
see
brother?
you
Right?
again.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
How are we doing?
Hi, you alright? Yeah, nice to see you.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow.
Bit of a really chilly breeze, but the sun is out, thank goodness. And we should be in for a really nice day. So, as I mentioned before, first time I've been here, but a bit of a bleak area. It is nice to see the sun again, I must admit. And not only the sun,
a bit of blue sky as well. A couple of planes jetting off there too.
No doubt somewhere nice and warm and sunny. And I tell you something, I wish me and Mrs. Metalman were sat on one of them planes as well. I know a lot of people say to me, you do a lot of solo walking, do you not like walking with people? I love walking with people, and especially people I've walked with before, and I know, well, while I'm waiting here for the others to catch up, maybe it's a good time to answer another question. And I think it was Chris who asked this: have you ever thought about doing any hikes down the Peak District? Well, to be honest, I've only ever been to the Peak District once before. Me and Mrs. Metalman went down there for 3 nights, so we're there for 4 days, and it never stopped raining once. Now, living in the north of England, I'm used to the rain, but this was absolutely torrential, non-stop rain. So it's put us off a bit going back again. The other thing is, when I go over the lakes, I'm driving over the A66 across the moors. Scenery is fantastic, and when I go down the Peak District, I've got to go down the A1, the M1, the motorway, and it's a bit boring, to be quite honest. And without being funny, you compare the lakes with the Peak District, the lakes wins hands down every time. But you never know, one day I might go down there and do a bit of filming. So hopefully that's answered that. Any more questions, put them in a comment. Well, there's the group. We've been making very slow progress today. We've all been chatting, which has been great. It's been a good laugh. So there hasn't been a great deal of filming getting done, to be quite honest. Having said that, maybe it's a good opportunity to answer another question, because I have got quite a lot of them, to be fair. And when I got asked just like 2 weeks ago, I can't remember what it was again. You know, knows I'm a big heavy metal fan, hard rock fan. So, best gig you've ever been to? That is a difficult one, because over the years I've seen a lot of bands, and every single one I've seen, just about, I've really enjoyed. As regards putting on a show, can I go past Kiss? Seen them a few times at Newcastle with Mrs. Metalman. Absolutely amazing show. Can't really go past there. Ramstein, saw them over in Dublin. Me and Mrs. Metalman flew over specifically to see them and to meet up with a couple of friends. Sensational show. I've also got to mention the Rolling Stones, because when I was a kid growing up, they were the big band that really got me into music, and I was a Stones fanatic when I was a kid. And I saw them for the first time in 1972. They only sell tickets to people who actually went to the City Hall and bought them. So me and my mate queued up overnight, as did about 1,000 other people. We managed to get tickets, and for me at the time, that was an absolutely amazing concert to see, because I was an absolute Stones fanatic. Hopefully that's answered that. Any more, put them in the comments and I will get round to answering them. Oh, that wind. Feel the energy. Feel the reservoir energy. Maybe we should join in, I don't know. Then again, no. How are you liking it? How are you liking it?
Loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it like that.
Well, there's 6 cameras there waiting for me to go over there and do a twirl. Now if I do a twirl, I'll guarantee I'll trip, fall flat on my face. We're bad enough doing it on 1 camera, but on 6, not a chance.
Oh, they've had lunch without us.
Why do I think they have lost the summer wine?
Well, which one's compo?
So another question on the same theme. Biggest letdown, going to say a band. It's got to be the Doors. Massive fan when I was a kid, and went to see them in Newcastle. I think it was 1972. So it was after Jim Morrison had died. They came on, they did 30 minutes and walked off. They were absolutely terrible. So for me, that was the biggest disappointment ever, seeing them. On the plus side, the support band was a band called Hawkwind. They came on first and they were absolutely sensational. Totally blew my mind. Hawkwind, to this day, are still some band. Somebody else asked, any gig you've been to that was totally unexpected? We used to go to a festival every year down in Wales called, well, there's 2 of them, one called Hard Rock Hale and one called Hammerfest. 3-day festivals. We went one these times, and there was a band on there that I'd liked but never seen live before, called 5 Finger Death Punch. And when I saw them live, they absolutely blew us away. They were amazing. So as regard an unexpected gig, I would definitely say 5 Finger Death Punch for me. I expected them to be good, they turned out to be absolutely brilliant.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares?
So to finish off the day, we've just parked down at Grassington, and we're going to have a walk down to Lindon Falls. So we thought it would be a really nice end to the day. We're going to go down there. I think it's about an 8 to 10 minute walk. If I've got time, I might have a walk into Grassington itself. Lovely village if you've never been. So a very narrow walk down. Little lane here. There's the bench. We'll save that bench for you.
I'll just make myself comfy. Bench for a sunset view.
I think we've got here just in time. I think with the sun just about to set. Wow, what a spectacular sight. Really pleased to come down here there now. And last minute decision. One of them last minute decisions that's actually paid off. We were thinking about whether just going to the Grassington and giving this a miss, or coming down here first. Really pleased to come down here first then. Now the sun's just about to set and some absolutely superb views of the falls. enjoyed the video, really would appreciate big thumbs up. If you want to see more days like this, if you want to see more hotel reviews, if you want to see more hikes, if you want to see more Wainwright Fells climbed, click on the subscribe button and you will do. I'll tell you something, it won't be too long before I'm back out again. Cheers.